Hello everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can create and launch successful Facebook ads. I'm going to show you how you can create a CBO campaign. CBO stands for Campaign Budget Optimization, and it's the newest way to run Facebook ads. It's been around for a while, but the thing with Facebook ads is that everything has changed. Okay, in 2020, we don't run ads the same way people used to run ads in 2017, for example. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to cover everything from A to Z, so everything that you need to know to run a successful campaign.
All right, so let's get started. So this is the ad manager. This is the place where we're going to create campaigns and run ads. So now we're going to click on create to create a new campaign. We're going to leave this as it is, and we're going to select conversions. Conversions is the objective of our campaign. That's the objective we want to achieve. Obviously, there's various objectives. There's traffic, engagement, brand awareness, reach, and so on. But if you are running an e-com store or a dropshipping store, you always want to go for conversions. The reason for that is because Facebook has a lot of data and they know who usually purchase online. And they're going to show your ads to people that usually purchase from Facebook ads. So that's what we want. So now we're going to click on continue right here. And now we are on our campaign builder. Okay, so you have three steps. You have the campaign, you have the ad set, which is the audience, and then you have the ad, which is the creative. Okay, so here we're going to name our campaign after the product we are testing. But right here, I'm not going to test just one product. I'm going to show you how to target different audiences, because that's the thing gurus do a lot, and I don't understand why, is they just show how to target one audience and advertise one product. But the thing is, everybody is in a different niche. So it might be confusing for a lot of you. I'm going to show you how to advertise different products in different niches. So then it's going to make your life way easier. So I'm not going to give it a name. I'm just going to name it Test Campaign CBO. Okay. So campaign details. Here you don't touch anything. Okay. And here we have campaign budget optimization. Okay. That's what we want to click here. We want to click on okay. So that's the important part. So like I said, campaign budget optimization is the newest way of running ads. It's been around for a while, but it's very efficient. And to be honest with you, that's the only method I use to test products and run ads right now. Okay, it doesn't mean the $5 strategy with ABO, which is the ad set on the budget on the ad set level, is not relevant and it's not working. It is working, but I prefer CBO. I just got used to it because at the time Facebook said that ABO was going to disappear. So I kind of, I'm like, okay, I need to move on and get used to this thing. Otherwise, I'm going to get lost. So that's what I did. And now I'm just happy with it and I don't want to go back. Okay. So the thing with CBO is, yes, it might be a bit more expensive than ABO, but not that much, because you're going to go for a $50 daily budget. But when you test ABO, you go for 3-4 ad sets at $5 a day, and you have to test for 2 or 3 days. So in the end, you're going to spend, $50 or even more. So with a CBO campaign, after 1 day or 2 days, I can tell if the product has potential, if the campaign has potential. Okay, so I like to go for $50 right here. And then we can go on next. So here, this is the ad set, okay, level. This is the audience. So you can see here, this is a campaign, this is the ad set, and this is the ad right here, okay? So step by step, you're gonna start by the ad set because we finished setting up the campaign. So on the ad set level, like I said, this is the audience. You want 5 ad sets with 5 ads. I'm going to show you that later because we're going to show how to set up the ad set first, and then we're going to duplicate and have 5 different ad sets, because we're going to have 5 different ad sets where the CBO is going to spend money across those ad sets, across those audiences, and we're going to target different audiences, okay, for the same product. The reason for that is because I want to make sure that I try everything in my power to make this product work. So maybe if I'm targeting a necklace and I'm targeting a jewelry brand, maybe it won't work. But maybe if I target women that love shopping in certain shops, maybe it will work. So I need to make sure that I try my best to make this work, okay? So I'm going to start with this ad set right here. So what we want to do is we're going to here click on website. You're going to choose and click at your conversions event, okay, event. So we're going to click on purchase right here. So this is a new ad account, so don't worry about this, okay? Again, even if you have a new pixel, it doesn't matter. Always go for purchase and don't listen to people that tell you go for ATC, go for initiate checkout. People in the dropshipping industry and the e-com industry, especially in dropshipping industry, love to talk about Facebook like it's a mystical beast, like it's something that can't be tamed and you have to use hacks. And no, Facebook is actually pretty simple. What matters is the offer, your product, and your marketing and your brand. That's it, okay? And the rest, I'm going to show you how to do it. Don't over complicate it, okay? People love to complicate things. I don't. So here we have dynamic creative offer and so on. I don't touch this, okay? I'm just going to do a very basic but very effective campaign. So here we have the start date. Usually I go for the next day, okay? So here we are Wednesday, I go for Thursday. And I usually go for 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., okay? I don't like to go for midnight because I realize it doesn't change much. People say it decreases the CPM's price, but it's not really true. And also, I realize that people usually buy at starting those times and not at midnight. So I prefer to go for this, okay? So here we have our audience. So we have the locations here, we have the age, and we have the gender. So before we start playing with the audience, and before I show you how to target an audience and so on, I'm just going to finish setting up the ad set. So that's just the way I like to do it. I know like I'm going to pretty much go forward setting it up and then go back to the audience because then everything is done and I can see the potential reach, the exact potential reach. Okay, if I do this now and then I change the rest, it's going to affect my potential reach and that's not what I want. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go for manual placement. Okay, I'm gonna click on mobile. Okay, because most of your customers, if not, all of your customers will now buy from a mobile device. And it sounds crazy to me because I don't like to buy on mobile, but in the US and most countries, they actually buy on mobile a lot. So you will target mobile. Now you're going to see the placement. That's where your ad's going to be shown, okay? So I'm going to select Facebook newsfeed, Instagram feed, Instagram Explore, stories. I'm just going to choose Instagram stories. Here I'm going to remove messenger stories, in-stream, search, and so on. There we go. So the reason why I do this is because most of our sales will come from this anyway. And if you leave everything on, Facebook is going to spend a bit more money. Not a lot, because Facebook is actually smart and they usually show your ads where people want to buy. But I realized when you analyze the metrics that yes, it does spend some money on other placements that sometimes, most of the time, are useless. Okay, so I like to start like this. Again, keep in mind, this is like a basic setup for a testing campaign. When the campaign is running and you start getting sales and stuff, then feel free to experiment and try different things. But if you don't get sales with this setup, you're not going to get sales with the rest. That's just that I can guarantee you. Okay, so then with this setup, we can we can really try to get the cheapest cost per purchase possible. And then, like I said, after you can further optimize. Okay, so here we have mobile. Okay, I'm just making sure everything is. Actually, I'm going to change this. I'm going to show you that later. So we're almost done with the rest of the setup. So here, cost control, you don't touch this. Okay, that's more advanced. That's for later. In the beginning, you want to keep it automated. So here we're going to click on conversion window. So the conversion window is pretty much how long it's going to take for your ads to convert people. Okay. Obviously, it's not an exact science, not because you choose 1 day click that you're going to get a lot of purchase, and if you get 7 days, you're going to get purchase in 7 days. But it just shows the way, it explains the way Facebook show your ads. Okay. For a CBO campaign, I've realized that 1 day click works better. Okay, so I go for 1 day click. All right, so now let me make sure. I think everything's ready now. Show more options. Are we good? We have mobile right here, manual placement. Okay, so we can now go to the most interesting part, which is the audience building. Okay, so here we're going to select the country where we want to advertise. So here you can see it's United States. So again, there is not just one way to do this. That's why I want to teach you guys in this video. That's why I try to teach in all my videos, is that dropshipping e-com is not like a blueprint you have to follow, and if you don't follow it, you don't succeed. There is things that you need to respect, but there's many ways to do things, and you need to understand why we do them and not do them stupidly, because then you're not be successful. Okay, if you just copy somebody else's methods. That's why I try to explain everything that I do. So some people will tell you, oh, I like to test worldwide. Some people will tell you, I like to test just the big four, which is United States, Australia, Canada, United Kingdom. Some people will tell you just United States. All of these methods work. Okay, they all work. It's a matter of preference, to be honest, and then you have to test and see what works best. That's just the truth, because it's different. Sometimes I just went for United States only, and I had amazing results. Okay, and I know it sounds crazy for a lot of people. I saw a post the other day of a guy making fun of somebody saying that he was just targeting just one country. There's nothing wrong about this, especially if you have like a a specific store in your country, and you have your brand and your marketing and branding is really tailored for that specific audience in that specific country. That it's an amazing idea to use a single location. Okay, worldwide works as well. Again, the thing that you need to know before we choose one is that if you don't get sales by using one of them, even if you use just United States, or if you use worldwide, or if you use just the big four, if you don't get sales just by using one of them, you're not going to get sales by using the other method. Or maybe you will, but you're not going to get profitable. That's my point. My point is all of those methods work, and then it's up to you to, when it works, to maybe find the one that works better. But they will all work if your branding is good, if your product's good, and so on. If it doesn't work, it's not because of the country. It's probably because your product is not interesting anyone, or your branding is not good, or your marketing, and so on. Okay, so here we're going to go for a classic United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada. Okay. So that's what I like to do. Again, sometimes I change my mind and I go worldwide. Okay, I exclude 7 countries. I usually exclude Africa, Malaysia, India, Thailand, Iraq, Afghanistan. What else? Indonesia. I don't know if I said it. Philippines. And I think that's it. Yeah, because those countries, they usually send a lot of traffic, but those people, there's a lot of scammers, and they don't convert well. Yeah, so it's just like, that's it. So now we're gonna go with this. Okay. Otherwise, like I said, if you want to go worldwide, you would do worldwide. wide, and you click here, and you're gonna have every single country. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our age and genders. Actually, I'm gonna see people living in this location. That's what I prefer. Yeah, and we're gonna go back here. So here we have age. So from multiple from my experience, sorry, and from even from the experience of others, I realized that people, at 18 years old don't buy much. They don't, because most of them don't even have a credit card. So I like to go at 21 at the very least. Okay. Sometimes I go even 25, but let's stay like the what I like to start with is 21 years old until 65. Sometimes it doesn't convert up. Most of the time it doesn't convert up to 65. But again, I like to keep it broad. What you have to understand is Facebook is getting smarter and smarter. This is not the early days of Facebook where you really had to force the machine to do something very specific. Otherwise, you will not get sales, because now it's smart. So you don't need to do a lot, really. What you need to do is actually outside of Facebook, is having a good product, a good brand, a good message, a good marketing, good pricing, everything else outside of Facebook. Facebook is just like pretty much the vehicle to bring traffic, but it's not the solution and the key to the success. I know that most people think it is, and that's stupid if you ask me, but that's not true. Okay, so here we have all genders. Again, it depends on the product, it depends on what you do. Sometimes you want to go for one gender and on the other. Some people are going to tell you, oh, always go for all genders. Some people are going to tell you, like, again, I like to explain what I do here. Depends on the product. So for example, sometimes some product you want to go for only one gender. For example, I realized that a product that was aimed for women, there was like a message, a beautiful love message, say, oh, to I love my wife, and something cute like this. I was targeting male, because the males were offering these to women, and women were not buying them for themselves, because it's a bit weird. You're not going to buy something that is pretty much a message to yourself. It's a bit strange, and it worked extremely well and was male. Same thing for women. Sometimes product like makeup and stuff, it's exclusively women, so you're going to target female. Okay, sometimes jewelry, for example, if it's normal jewelry, sorry, that's why we're going to use this product for the first example. So this jewelry right here, female could buy it themselves, or a man could buy it for themselves. Okay, so that's really not you can't really say in the beginning before testing who's going to buy more. I think women, but again, you don't know. So I like to start for this product right here. I like to start with all genders. I'm going to click here, and you can see here detailed targeting expansion. So reach people beyond your detailed targeting selections when it's likely to improve performance. Okay, so that's, again, I don't like to keep this because it defies the purpose of what we're doing. We try to really go specific and have a very specific targeting. So if you do this, it's gonna show it to other people. That's not what we want to do. So we're gonna remove this stuff. Languages. So this, I know a lot of people don't touch it. I do sometimes. So if you have a poster or anything with a message that people need to read and it's in English, then I would suggest you to go for English. Okay, because if you show the ads to a Portuguese speaker, he's not going to understand anything. He's going to see the ad, he's not going to click on it, and it's going to cost you money to show you ad to this guy, but he's not going to do anything. So it's not worth it. That's why I like to go with English when there's an English message. But aside from that reason, if it's like a normal product like this that doesn't have words in it and people don't need to read it, then I go for all languages. Okay, yeah. And actually, before we go, because now that's it, before we go in the targeting, I'm going to show you one thing that is very specific to the CBO. Is very important. So you can see here we have show more options, the ad spend limits. That's the cool thing that you can do with CBO as well, is that you can add a limit, a minimum or maximum, to money you want to spend on each ad set. And that's very important, because the thing is, CBO tends to spend money on the biggest audiences. And it doesn't matter if it's better or if there's more conversion, they're going to spend money on the bigger ad sets, the bigger audiences, always. Even if you lose money, they're going to keep spending, and they're going to spend nothing on everything else. So that's obviously a problem that you can remedy and solve by doing this. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click on ad spend limit. And I like to do a daily minimum. Here we have $50, okay? Budget. We're going to have 5 ad sets later. I'm going to show you that. So I like to have $10 minimum per ad set, 5 ad sets. So it's going to spend $50, which is your campaign budget, and it's going to spend again money, the same amount of money on each ad set, which is what we want, because then we can test it. Then after, if you want to scale, if it working for you and you're making money, then feel free to remove the ad spend limits on a new campaign that you can do with a bigger ad spend, okay? But at the beginning, I want to test everything equally, so I go for daily minimum, or you can even do daily maximum. I prefer to have daily minimum, so it forces it to spend $10 for each ad set, okay? So here we are. Again, this is good, okay? We're going to duplicate this later with all the settings. That's why I'm doing this all now, and then we're going to do new audiences after. Okay, so let's get started with the targeting. So I always like to start with online shopping. You don't need to do that. That's what I do, okay? I always do it for my campaign. Again, I know I tried without it. It works as well. It's just like I'm always doing it. It works well. I'm not going to change it. But again, there's not only one way to do things. Then narrow audience. So what you need to know now is that things have changed. So back then, I would recommend people to have a very specific audience of 1 million potential reach, okay? And I would recommend people to have online shopping, and then must also match another interest, and then must also match another interest, and so on, sometimes up to 4, okay? This has changed. It still works, but now Facebook, like I said, is getting smarter, so you can be way more broad and still be very successful. Before it wasn't working. Before you really need to be specific. So now, for example, we have this right here, which is jewelry, necklace. So I'm gonna go for something very, very generic, which is necklace. And I have a huge audience of 18 million. And let's see if I do moon. Let's see what we get. Moon. See, that's still okay. Usually I like to be between 4 or 5 million, up to I'd say 20 million max. Okay, that's already a lot. So here I will test this one. I usually like to test like one with one specific thing, very specific. Like this. Then I like to test a big broad one, like 18 million, then a smaller one. I like to test different type of sizes, because again, this campaign is not going to make you rich. What it's going to do is to really establish and get results and see the potential of the campaign, of the product, okay? Then if you see there is potential, or you see that the 10 million audience is doing well, or with this necklace is doing well, then you can try necklace with other interests here, and so on, okay? But in the beginning, I like to test different audiences just to try different things. Otherwise, you will never know, and you might miss like an important detail and leave money on the table, okay? So here we have 4 million. That's actually a good one. Also here, so we have moon and necklace. Let's see if we can find something else here. So for example, we have pendants, necklace. If we have jewelry, Come on. So this thing doesn't want me to remove it. Great. It's very convenient. Very convenient. Come on, dude. There we go. So here we have 18 million. So it didn't change anything because this is so big. It didn't change anything. So again, there is no perfect way of doing this. You just have to use your brain, do a bit of research if you don't know a niche, and spend some time playing around with this, okay? Because if you go here, you can see suggestions, you can see bracelet, you can see earring, you can see different things, Pandora, which is a brand, okay? So you can try these. Again, you can do some research on Google, you can do some research on Facebook of the brands, see if you can find the brands, famous brand on Google, if you can find them here, and so on. Again, there is no perfect way of doing this. I just follow this method that I told you, between 5 million and 20 million, and I try to be as precise as possible and try different niches, okay, different things. So here I'm gonna, let's say I'm going to do jewelry and moon. Then the next ad set, so I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna do quickly duplicate. There we go, we have the copy here. And this one, obviously this is a copy, so you need to change just the audience because everything else needs to be similar. Here I'm going to change, for example, I'm going to put astrology. Okay. No, that's way too small. Okay. Astrology, and now I have 13 million. Maybe let's see if I go. It's okay. I'm gonna go for necklace this time. It's a bit small, but still it's okay. Like I said, I like to go 4 million or so, but I don't mind testing small audiences sometimes. I just don't like to go under 2 million. Yeah, under 2 million. Except if sometimes you don't have a lot of choices, then if you only have 1 million, then go for it. You don't have a choice. But if you can, it's good to be a bit bigger, because when you scale, it's going to last longer than a 1 million, audience potential reach. So here again, we have, that's the second ad set, okay, astrology and necklace. Again, that's another angle of targeting this. Now maybe you can go for the type of stones using here. So here it says gold, crescent, does it say onyx gemstone? So you can go now for gemstone, for example. So you're gonna go for astrology and gemstone. Obviously you want to remove the necklace. This is very, 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 very annoying. It's okay, we're gonna do it from start again. That's okay. So we're gonna put gemstones here. No, not this one. See, that's the mistake I made. I selected employer or something. No, was it employers here? There you go. So here again, here you have a good audience. So see, that's another angle of testing a product. Okay, and I can go deeper like this. Then I can go for gold, astrology and gold. I can go for necklace and gold. I can go for moon and gold, and so on. Here I keep it a bit. I keep it still a bit specific because jewelry is extremely broad. Okay, so if I just put jewelry, it can work, but I try to be more specific and still have a good size audience. So another one that I can do is go for a brand, like a jewelry brand. Okay, so I'm gonna go for we saw Pandora earlier, Pandora jewelry. You can see here we have just Pandora jewelry, and we have 6 million. So that's good as well. We can test this just alone, because if I narrow it, it's going to be too small. Here it's a perfect size audience. It's great. So we can go for it. So I think now you start getting how this works. Okay, so now I'm just gonna quickly duplicate this. I'm going to do this 5 times just to have my 5 ad sets. Yeah, so I got confused with the new ad. I know how to count. So yeah, so now we have our 5 ad sets, and obviously, like here, I showed you everything in one ad set, but you would leave, for example, Pandora jewelry here, and you're going to go here, and I'd like to go here. We're targeting the big 4, so I go for big 4 slash what was it, online shopping, so I got for OS, then slash a Pandora, I think. Anyway, Pandora, boom. And then I can put, if you have both female and male, I like to do both Facebook and IG, because sometimes I usually go for I only go for Instagram as well. Again, this comes to experience, guys. Like I said, there's not only one way to do this. I usually test with Facebook and Instagram because it gives you more opportunities, but sometimes I know in advance that Instagram is going to do better, therefore I go for Instagram, and that's it. Okay, for some products, for example, in home decor is really tailored for Instagram, and it works really well on Instagram, so sometimes I don't even bother to go on Facebook, and it works extremely well. Okay, and when I scale, I try it, but when I test, I don't. Okay, so that's it. Here we have Pandora, that's good, and then we have one audience ready to go. Okay, and since we duplicated everything else is good. So we have the start date, we have our minimum. Don't worry about this. Okay, I know the first time it freaked me out, but that's no big deal. Okay, you have your budget, so you're not going to spend more than $50 per day. Don't worry. So now again, this is ready, and now we're just going to continue to do the same for other ad sets. Okay, so like I showed you here, we did Pandora jewelry. Here we're going to go and we have jewelry and moon. So this one is another one that we can try. So we're gonna go here, can copy this. Okay, so I'm gonna go for jewelry. This. Moon. There we go. So you have another ad set. And here we have an 18 million potential reach. Here we have a 6 million. So you can see a big gap. And that's what I want. I want to test different things, see what works better. If maybe something broad works good, if something specific works better, you know. So like I said, that's very important. So you keep doing it for different angle. Okay. So like I said, we do gemstones. So now I want to try necklace. That's something I want to do. So I'm going to go for necklace. And now I have 18 million. Just make sure everything is right again. Sometimes you might omit a few things, then it has a big impact on your potential reach. Okay. So we have our necklace here. Where is it? Too high. So we have a necklace, we narrow further. And like I said, we try which one? Moon, jewelry. So let's put, for example, gold. So now we have 10 million. So we have necklace and gold. Okay, because this is made out of gold. So good, we go for necklace. Again, I'm just going to copy this, going to be easier. Okay. Comments. So now we're going to go here. Necklace. Gold. And that's it. So here we have 10 million. Like I said, the other one we have 18, and the other thing we think we have 6 million. So, and you do the same with the 2 remaining ad sets. I'm not going to do it here because I'm going to show you more targeting now. But you get the idea. And you do this for those 5 ad sets, and then you're pretty much ready to go. Okay. So now, that being said, now I'm going to show you if we wanted to target a different product, okay, in a completely different niche. So here let's say we're gonna go. Gonna remove this thing, and I'm gonna go. Let's see. I don't know what you guys want to see, but maybe we can go for what can we do? What can we do? Let's say we're gonna do home decor or something. So see plenty of products here. Those are too random. It's gonna be very hard to sell with Facebook ads. the hell. I think those are doing pretty well, but that's more for Christmas night. It's a bit too late for advertising for Christmas. It's actually pretty. So here you will advertise. Here you will go for let's say for example we choose a product that goes. It's good to be specific. So a product that goes in a bathroom or toilet or anything like this. It's going to be easier, obviously, to target. Okay. So for example, this one. I'll just make you some shut the fuck up cakes. So here we can. It's a cat home decor. So we can go for black cats, for example. Hell. I'm gonna go for no, maybe black cats. Yeah, black cat. That's not much. That's not much. Usually it's a very small audience. Maybe it's because we don't do worldwide here. But anyway, so let's go bigger. It's too small because then I want to do an arrow. It's gonna be way too small. So I'm gonna go for cats instead. So now it's much better. And now I'm gonna do narrow, and I'm gonna be something more specific. I don't know, because I think this would go in the kitchen. So I would go kitchen hand, kitchen chef, kitchen designer, kitchen utensil, kitchen garden, kitchen design. It might be too small. Yeah, way too small. But we can go in suggestions and see interior design, for example. This could be good, or just kitchen. Kitchen might be still very big. Sorry, I don't know why this thing is. That's why it's doing this. It's the first time, but anyway. This is very big. You could test it, but it's very big. It's usually bigger than what I like to do. So suggestions can go for kitchenwares, for example. Oh my god, this is not convenient. Here we have a good audience here. So cats kitchenware. Okay, and this is a good audience. So okay, so that's another way of doing it for this product. Now I'm going to show you how to do it for another type of product. So no, relationship, that's better. So like earlier I was talking about product with messages, remember, with the languages and so on. So here we can see long distance boyfriend. That's long distance, a bit hard to target, but it could be like just a message for your boyfriend, or for your for your husband or wives. And see you soon, see you soon. That's actually pretty cute. So let's say you want to target this one right here, okay? So you want to target this one. You don't know, you don't really know, you know, where to start really. So usually that it's a bit tricky because you're like, okay, should I target both female and male? Should I target just male? Actually, it would be good to try both in the beginning, see what works, because here both could actually buy it. So I would go for both here, and here I would really keep a very have a different approach. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna click on narrow audience, and I'm gonna go here for married, for example. Okay, married, and here I have 60 million people, and I would actually target this product with just this and 60 million. I know I said I don't like to go above 20 million or so, but here this is extremely specific because people are married, they are in love. I mean, they are supposed to be, and they are specific audience. So like this could work just by doing this. Okay, so I would target just married, and in another ad set I would go married, and now good. I don't know, for example, just to target romance. Yeah, see, romance, love, to just keep it a bit smaller, and that's it. So married, but you can you also can do in a relationship. Obviously you will remove married, so I'm gonna remove everything here, and I'm gonna put in a relationship. Here we have 20 million, so I would test this as well. See, so that's another way of doing this. Some people will tell you don't use demographics like relationship like this. They'll tell you, oh, it's expensive and stuff, but it's extremely precise. So yes, it is a bit more expensive, but you're just targeting the right audience. And one day with a similar product, I had a 10% conversion rate. I know 10%. And that wasn't because of the site was good and everything, but the reason why it was working extremely well is because I was targeting people that were married, and this was for a product for people that were married with another like a merge also match and another interest, and it was just the perfect audience. And if you target the perfect audience, let's say, I don't know, like just to give you a stupid example, if you target people that love donuts, and at the same time they love motocross, and they also love video games, and they also love Paris, and you can target those people, obviously your conversion rate is going to be way bigger because it's the perfect audience, right? So that's pretty much what we're trying to do here, and we're eliminating the variants that might not work. Okay, so that's it for the targeting. I think I showed you different products and different niches, and it's going to be the same way for other niches. So for dogs, for cats, for babies, same thing, same logic. Okay, so that's it. That's all there is to targeting and audience building in Facebook. So again, please don't be among those people that think that there's some kind of magical it's like some woo-woo stuff, and it's just like you need to pray that the ad's gonna work well. And I don't know why, like, people, like, they just think Facebook some kind of guru magic or something. Anyway, so yeah, just do this, and if it doesn't work, okay, it means that it's not the ad the problem, it's not the audience the problem. If you've done the research correctly, it's probably the product or your offer or your website and so on. Okay, so make sure that you nail every single step. Okay, so the audience needs to be good, and then the ad, I'm going to show you that later. Yeah, need to make sure everything is on point, otherwise obviously it's not going to work. Okay, because there's so many people advertising these days that it is not simple to make it work. So that's it. Our campaign is going to be ready to go. Now we're going to need to create ads. Okay, I'm going to show you that soon. Like I said, we have the minimum here, so it's going to spend $10 daily per ad set. That's great, and yeah, we're ready to go. All right. So now that we finished setting up our ad sets, I'm going to show you how to set up our ads. So this method is the one I use to test my product, okay? That being said, obviously there's plenty of methods out there. A lot of people will tell you to test multiple ads per ad set. So they will tell you to test one video, one picture, 2 or 3 pictures, one carousel per ad set, okay? This is not what I do. I usually go for only one ad per ad set. So either a video or a picture, okay? That's all I do when I start testing. Why? Because when I test a product, even if I did some extensive product research, I don't really know for sure if it's going to work or not, right? You never know 100%. So I always want to save money. I don't want to spend more money than necessary. I'm not being cheap. I'm just trying to save money. And as a business owner, that's what you should do. If you can avoid to waste money, then it's better. So my approach is to create an amazing ad, okay, a video or a carousel or a picture, just one, based on the product. And I'm going to explain to you why and how I do it. And then if the ad shows promises, so if I get add to carts or a few purchases, even if I don't break even, then I go hard on testing. Then I go for 2, 3, 4, 5 ads, even 10 different videos, with different scroll stopper, different pictures, and so on, okay? But in the beginning, I don't see why I would need to test different things. And I've tried everything, trust me. And this method to me is the best because you save money and in the same time, you know if it works or it doesn't. So to, again, even go a bit deeper on this, what you need to understand is like if your ad is good, if your ad is decent, and you're targeting the right people, and which you will because I showed you how to do it. If one ad doesn't bring you good results at all, like 0 results, chances are the other ad won't as well. It's not a deal breaker. You know what I mean? It's not because one ad that is done properly doesn't bring you results, another ad that might be a bit better, let's say, because obviously when you test, you start finding what works best. It's not going to make or break your campaign. That's why I start with one, because it gives me a general understanding of how things are going, and then I try to improve, because obviously you can have better ad copy, can have better targeting, better image, better everything, okay? But again, in the beginning, I just start with one. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it works, okay? So now let's get started right away. So I'm going to obviously start by adding a creative. So now, should I use a video or should I use a picture? That's the big question. So that's pretty easy to answer as well. I only want to use a video if the product needs explanation, okay? So if it's a gadget, let's say it's a kitchen tool that cuts things really quickly or that cooks things in a really weird way or different, obviously I need to explain what this product does because people won't understand, okay? And if you show just a picture of, I don't know, like an electric knife, for example, you just put the picture of it, people will like, okay, that's a knife, but they don't know it's electric, they don't know it serves a very specific purpose, right? So you need a video to explain that, and obviously either you ask the supplier to give you a video, or you can make the video yourself with pictures, or you can hire someone on Upwork to make the video for you, okay? Yeah, there's people also that do this for you. There's many agencies doing that. Anyway, that's when you want to go for a video. But let's say you're advertising a product that doesn't need explanation. For example, the product that we've been using, this one right here, the moon crescent moon necklace. Obviously, this is pretty straightforward. You don't need to have a video to explain what it is. People get it, okay? They just get it. You can also have a video. It could work, but a picture is enough. A picture is enough, and usually it does better for print-on-demand products and pictures like products like these, like jewelry, or again, products that don't need explanation, because it's quick, it grabs people's attention, and people click on the link and they go to your website. Video requires more attention, and again, customers, they're busy. They have a life. They don't really care about you and your brand. They just care about themselves. That's what you need to understand. When you create a business, when you create an ad, don't fall in love with your ad. Don't fall in love with your ego thinking, oh, this is beautiful what I'm doing, people will love it. No, people only love themselves the way you love yourself, and that's it. Okay, so you really need to convince them. And again, this is, for example, this picture for the product is beautiful. It's very crisp, it's very nice, it's professional, and that's what we want to go for. Obviously you want to go for high quality picture. Okay, never a blurry picture, never a picture that doesn't show the product well. So for example, here's a few examples we could use for this product. They're all pretty good, but this one is good. Okay, I prefer the other one because the lighting is better. You could also, that's what I do sometimes, you can Photoshop some pictures. For example, you can go on Photoshop or GIMP, and you can change the transparency, not transparency, what am I saying? Sorry, the luminosity and the contrast. Okay, because this is a bit dark, so it could, have some, it could be a bit more lighter like this one. So you can do this. Again, it's just being resourceful. So this one is good, this one is very good as well. This one is okay, but it's a bit far, so you don't see the product really well. That will be worth testing at a later stage. So I will start with this product, like I said, because it's very specific. You can see what it is, and then if I start getting sales or at least add to cart and good numbers, I'll show you again in this video later what I mean by good metrics and good numbers. I'll then test these because maybe people would prefer to have it see it on a person. Okay, so that's the whole idea behind it. I've downloaded the picture. We're gonna start creating the ad right away. So actually, before we do so, we're going to resize the ad. Okay, because obviously this is not the right size. This is more like almost like a Pinterest size. So this is not the right thing. We're gonna go on Canva, and we're going to resize the image for our ad. Okay, so it takes as much space as possible on the screen, because that's the goal. Okay, like again, people, they're busy. If your ad is very small or you don't see it really well, they're gonna get distracted. That's why I go for I like product that's zoomed in like this, because you can't miss it. You're scrolling, like you're like this scrolling, you see this, boom, you see it, it's clear. If you do this, you can scroll, you don't even know what it is. Like, I mean, it's too far out, right? So yeah, that's the whole idea behind it. So now we're gonna make it even bigger because it's gonna take more screen size, and we're going to set up our ad. So let's go on Canva, and I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, so we are now on Canva. So if you don't already have an account, you go on canva.com, you create the account, very easy to do, and then you go in custom dimensions and you enter 1200 by 1200, like right here. Okay, so I like this size. This is the size I use for both Facebook ads and Instagram ads, because it just takes a lot of screen space and people will really see the product, So again, like I said previously, we really want to grab people's attention and put the product in their face, and that's why I like this size, and it's accepted, and it works really, really well. Okay, so now I have a few images. I'm just going to show you a few examples. Obviously, we're going to use one, like I said, for the test, but I'm just going to show you a few that I like. So here is one. Okay, we're going to put it in the corner right here. We're going to stretch it to fit the size right here, and we're going to put it like that. So this is the center. You don't need to do like, you can maybe try to put it more in the center. This is like, it's the center of the picture, but it's not really the center of the necklace. So I like to do like this, like that. So there you go, you have a beautiful picture. Then you hit download, and then you have it. Okay, that's just how simple it is. I like to keep things simple. Okay, a lot of people will use a lot of text, a lot of buy now and this and stuff. It's not necessary. Okay, I like to let the product and the image speak for itself. A beautiful image speaks 1,000 words, and you don't need to say much. You really don't. If you want to explain what the product is and you really need to talk about it, then okay, make a video, that's fine. But yeah, for a product like this, no need. You need a nice ad copy. I'm going to show you how to do it later, and that's it. But nothing for retargeting. You could maybe do like last chance, like a banner with last chance, something like subtle and that looks clean. Okay, nothing too aggressive. The thing you need to understand, and I can't repeat this enough, is like you can't force people to buy. Okay, and people are dumb enough to think, advertisers, they're dumb enough to think that by being aggressive and scammy and stuff, they will force people to buy, but they just won't. Okay, people are not stupid. They're not going to buy your product just because you say buy now, buy now, buy now. They just won't. So again, be subtle about it and make them want to buy it without just being too aggressive. So that's the first image. I think that's the image we're going to use for the ad. I'm just going to show you another one just to show you how it looks right now. All right, so that's the second image. We're going to stretch it again and then recenter it. This one is actually nice as well. It's really nice. There we go. We have our image here. Once you download it, right here, click download, and right here, download. You can go in. You don't even need to go on Photoshop or anything. You can go directly on the image. There's the menu, and you can edit the luminosity and contrast. You can do that by yourself. Okay, I can actually show you quickly. All right, so this is our image right here, and you can't really see here because my recording is not it's not recording the entire screen. But if I click here, you might, I think now you can see. I will click on adjust color. And here you can change a few things, okay? So you have exposure, you can put more luminosity, you can put a bit more contrast, for example. Maybe a little bit, not too much, because too much obviously is disgusting. Like a little bit, like this is nice. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit more like that. So yeah, that's just the one thing you can do. Again, why I do this, you're gonna tell me it's not doesn't make a big difference. I believe in small details. I just like doing things well. You don't necessarily need to do it. It's not gonna change everything, but that's the reason why I only go for one ad, is because I do everything really to the T, and I respect things, and I really make sure everything pops and everything looks nice. And and that's it. Okay, but again, now that I do it, it's not for this picture. It's not absolutely necessary. Some pictures it's really necessary. It's very dark, you can't see anything, and then it's much better when you do it. This one, it's okay. Like it's a little bit better like that, but it's not night and day. That's for sure. All right, so that's the third and last picture I wanted to show you. Okay, so same thing, like this, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to use the first one. That's the one I prefer anyway. Okay, so I'm going to leave this again. That's it. I'm not going to add any text to it, and that's it. And I'll see you on the ad manager. All right, so we are back in the ad manager. Okay, so now we're gonna go right here. Obviously you want to make sure that your Instagram page is connected and your Facebook page as well. Okay, now we're gonna go here and we're gonna click on add image, and we're going to upload the image that we made right now. So I just added the image, and as you can see, this is for all the placement, because we have different placements obviously, like stories and Instagram Explorer and feed. So the image, the size would be different. So here you can see it's already selected square 1:1 for both feeds and stories. Okay, sometimes you'll have to, because if you click on vertical here, it fits really well for the story. It's actually actually good. We're going to do that. But most of the time it doesn't fit, and so then you go for square. It does take a bit less screen for a story, but again, most of you say we come for your feeds anyway, so that's the most important part. So here we're gonna click on vertical because it fits, it's good. So we click on done, and that's it. And then obviously we're gonna name our ad. Okay, so we used this picture with the where is it, this one. So you can see there's kind of a gray plate on the back, so that's what we're gonna write, because again, when you're going to have a lot of ads, you want to make sure that you recognize them and you know which one you're talking about or which one is bringing you good results. So we're gonna name this moon necklace gray plate, for example, or gray, doesn't matter. No, gray plate, yeah, doesn't matter. Just make sure it makes sense to you. So here, like I said, we've selected the whole campaign, okay, the whole campaign, and then we select here. If we click here, it's going to be just one ad, but we want to do this for every single ad, right? So we do it here. We have the name, and that's it. Now we can preview is off. I like to put it on. So I think maybe because here you have the feed, you have the Explorer, so that's good. But here it says the stories. Oh, look how nice it looks for the stories. It looks really, really nice. Here it says Facebook group feed. So maybe it's good that you see this live, so I can show you how to fix it. So we go back here. I think I probably selected a yeah, there you go. See, Facebook groups feed. There you go. So remove it. Again, that's something you can test later, but in the beginning you don't need to. It's not going to make or break your campaign. That's what you need to realize. So we come back here, and now we're good to go. Okay, remove the thing. So that's good that I made this mistake in front of you. So because it's going to happen to you, sometimes you miss a few details, and yeah, then you correct it directly. Okay. So now we have our ad, we have our creative. So now we just need to work on the ad copy. Okay. So we have the primary text here, we have the headline, we have the description, and the website link that is here. Okay. The thing you need to understand is that Facebook ads won't be displayed the same way as Instagram ads. For example, on Instagram, you're not going to have any headline. You're not going to have any description. The only thing you're going to have is the primary text. Okay. Another thing is on Instagram, people cannot click the link on the primary text. So obviously, it works differently. You can put a link, but people won't be able to click on the click on the link. Yeah. So so the thing is, obviously, like I said, it's not going to be shown the same way. So sometimes there's a way to actually create an ad creative for each a creative specific to each placement, but here we don't have the option because I selected the story thing. You can do that later. Again, this is a first test. Okay, this is not going to be the campaign that's going to make you a millionaire. This is a test to see if the product has potential, and this is the most important part, is the testing. If you don't do it right, obviously it doesn't work, and then you don't know if the product has potential or not. So primary text right here. So I like to be subtle. Again, I want to convince people to buy, so I want to be witty. I want to be like really almost attract people and make them feel emotional. Okay, here we can, because this is a product, jewelry. This is a product that is aimed for women. So I want to, in this case, target men, for example, and as pretty much as a gift they could buy for their woman, for their wives, or their girlfriend. Okay, so I've used this line before, I think in an ad, but I love it for this product. It's very specific, but for this product it's perfect. Say, do you love her to the moon and back? So you can see it fits. Okay. obviously you're gonna tell me, yeah, but if it's a woman that buys, is it not going to create issues? That's true. Like, it would not be the best ad copy for women, but at one point you have to choose. Either you do for both. So we say, oh, do you love that necklace? But it's a bit, it's not really compelling. I prefer to be precise and go all in. Again, it doesn't mean that because you wrote this, girls will not buy again. It's just not as convincing to women that it is to men. But again, this is your foot in the door. This is a test. When you do this, you're gonna get, if your product is good and if your whole strategy is good, you're gonna get sales with this. I can guarantee you that. I'm convinced that with this product right here, this specific product right now, and with what we're doing, you will actually get sales. Would you be profitable right off the bat? Maybe not, because it depends. It depends on a lot of things, your upsell strategy and so on. But I know you will make sales, that's for sure, because this is an amazing product. I found it following my strategy, my product research strategy, and I know this sells really well. So this is actually like this example that I've used is a prime example of what you do and what kind of product you need to sell. Okay, most people use stupid products and products that will never sell. As an example, I'm showing you a product that could actually make me money right now. So, do you love How to the Moon and Back? We go back here. We can go, of course you do. Yeah. We're going to add some emoticons at the end, but I'm just going to do the whole ad copy first. Of course you do. So again, there's different ways to do this. There's not only one way. I want you to use your brain and understand how it works. So you could go really hard and say save 50% off today. This is very aggressive, but it works. You could go also like only a few left, or only a certain quantity left, for example. This can work as well. It again won't break your campaign. It works. Or you could not even say that, but say that it's in high demand and selling fast, like quick it's selling, or hurry it's selling fast. Things like this that helps. I like to have at least one sentence like this that pushes people to buy, and I want him to be a little bit subtle, but again, the rest of my ad copy is going to be subtle. So if I'm a bit aggressive on one sentence, it's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to put, for example, hurry, these are selling out fast. And you can even go further and say there's a new batch coming soon, or inventory, like anything like just shows, like, again, it's kind of a white lie, because the thing is, if it actually sells, you'll have these issues. They will sell fast, and you might have issues with your supplier. So when I point it, it's not something. It's not a lie, really, and it's a strategy that the biggest brand, when I'm talking Zara, I'm talking like even like a website like Expedia and stuff use, okay, and they're big, they make billions of dollars, and they use it. So if they get away using them, you can do it as well, okay, you don't risk anything. So okay, we can do this, of course you do. These are selling out fast. If it's made in the USA, I like to put made in the USA right here. I'm gonna add a flag later, and if shipping is fast, I like to do fast shipping. This is a short form ad copy. Okay, you can do also a long form ad copy. I've explained this in another video. Actually, it's in my Pinterest course. So I'm not going to go too much in details like this. I'm just going to explain the idea. So this is short form ad copy. This is very quick. It works. I like to do this for a test, because again, I don't want to spend too much time doing it, because this will do, okay, if the product and if the whole strategy is good, this will make me sell. So I'm not gonna write 20 lines of text, but let's say that the product works, and you want to test different ad copy, which you should do, then you will try a long format copy. And a long format copy will be like a story with a beginning, an introduction, or a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay, so you could start with "You Love Her to the Moon and Back," and then you can talk about the feeling. You can talk at the first person and say, the first time you saw her, you knew she was the one. It was just a matter of time before. Like, you just tell a story, make people feel emotional, because everybody feels the same way, about love. We're pretty much identical. So you can really make people feel sensitive about, and make them remember those beautiful moments they had and still have with their other half, So that's something that you should do. Again, that's another another way of doing it. So fast shipping. And I think that's it. Do you remember? Of course you do. We're gonna add a link actually here, just for Facebook. Of course you do. Get yours today. Get yours now. We can add a little arrow like this. Again, you can put a smiley instead. You can put like an arrow, emoticon arrow. And now we're gonna put a bit.ly link here. Or better, if you manage to, on your website, to have, like, you can go on the product, and if you go on the bottom of the product page, you will see like a SEO section where you can actually change pretty much the length of your page. So you can remove a few words. For example, your website is going to be moon necklace / moon necklace product or something. It will fit. It will fit here on the link. That will be better because you have your domain name. It's better that a bit.ly link, but bit.ly link works as well. So again, that's an example. I don't care. bit.ly. Oh, it's going to be something like this. There you go. So that's the thing. Again, you go on bit.ly and you copy and paste your link on bit.ly. You copy paste the link they give you and you put it here. Okay, I'm not going to show you because that's pretty easy to do, and this video is long enough. So now I'm going to the emoticons, okay, because that's pretty important. So we are now on Emojipedia. I was talking about moon, okay, and I was the moon, and I was talking about love as well. So I'm gonna go moon right here. I'm gonna take the crescent moon, copy, and I'm gonna go back where I was, and I'm gonna add this right here. I hope it fits. If it doesn't fit, we'll find a solution. It fits, perfect. So do over to the moon and back. We have the moon. This is great because, again, an image speaks 1,000 words. People see this, it just refers to the product. It's perfect. Of course you do. We can put a heart here, or people with heart eyes. Where is it? Hearts. Growing heart, broken hearts. Come on. So let's say we're gonna put the heart right here. And you want to see how it looks here, okay? How it looks on the feeds. So if you see that, for example, it's too close to the do, you can put a space. See if it looks better with a space. Make sure it looks pretty similar to, like, see with the because here I don't think there's a space. There is actually. Yeah, there was. My bad. So yeah, if you put a space everywhere like this, so it looks similar. Okay, again, those are details, but it's important. Get yours now, hurry, these are selling fast. And here you can leave like this. You can put somebody, like a scared face here emoji if you want. I don't usually like to do that. Made in the USA. I want to use an American flag. Okay, because like chances are, if you're targeting obviously the US, it's going to be, most of your sale will come from the US, and American people are extremely patriotic, and they should be. And they like to see their flag, okay, and they're proud of having a product made in the USA. Obviously, don't do that if your product is not made in the USA, okay? If it's made in China, don't say it because people won't like it. But yeah, don't lie, okay? Please, don't be like those people that lie all the time. Like, you can make money without lying and without being a douchebag, okay? So here, fast shipping, again, something that symbolizes quickness and speed. So I like if you put speed, for example, what they're gonna show. Ski is dashing away. No, I like this one. That's the one I like. I like the rocket, okay, because that's obviously speed, and it looks cool as well. You can put a truck, but I like this. This is cool. So we can put this. And that's it for the primary text. Again, like I said, you can go for a long format copy, but that's later when this. So here we have our entire ad copy for Facebook. That's for Facebook. That's the stories. Okay, right here. So here the reason why it doesn't show text, because we chose to have the whole image selected here. If you select half of it like it was before, you will have the text. I like to only have the image here. It's okay, like it doesn't change anything, and it is beautiful, and it takes a lot. It takes the whole screen pretty much. That's the only opportunity you have to take the whole screen is in a story, really. So it's good. Okay, I like that. So now we're gonna go back to Facebook newsfeed, and now we have the headline. So the headline, again, obviously very important. If you go for the save 50% off today, you're going to put save 50% off today. Here, like we were with Hurry, these are selling out fast. We can repeat this right here, okay? This can actually look pretty good. And you can see it here. That's a bit too long. So we're gonna do something different, okay? Let me think what we could do here. Some people put just the name of the product. I don't like that. I like to use, because this is valuable space, so I like to do this. If you have an offer, that's the time to put it here. If you do get two buy one and get one free, or buy two get one free, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can put it here. You can also talk about a product, about being emotional, symbol of love, and balance, for example. I'm just gonna talk BS, but I just like to give you an idea. Symbol of love and balance. That's something that makes people emotional, because they obviously want to offer this for their wife. That's the angle I've taken. So they see this, they're like, okay, this is a symbol of love and balance. That's what I want that's what I want. So yeah, again, I give you an idea. This is not the only way of doing this, guys. Okay, please don't just copy things blindly. Please use your brains and really have fun doing this, because this is actually fun. So now we're gonna go in the description. So now here, this is a trick that a lot of people use, but they usually do a star right here. I'm gonna take a star, copy, and they kind of put right here like that. That's one way of doing it. And you're gonna put, if you have reviews, obviously, which you will have, you're gonna put 5.5 or 4 or 5, something like that. Okay. It looks clean, and that's good. Again, you don't have to do this. You can also do something different, like you can put a review that you had. Actually, you can put an actual review. That's another thing you can put in primary text. You have a beautiful review about this product that somebody just said, left a beautiful review. Obviously, that's not going to be the case when you test the product, but just giving you, again, ideas and options. So here, either we leave this, or we can go back. Hurry, these are selling out fast, and this, you can see here, it fits. So that's good. See, we're good to go. Now we're going to click here. I like to go for shop now. Okay, that's usually the one that works the best. And that's it. Don't worry about this, even if the pixel is not active, because obviously you never received anything. Again, like I said, it's not an issue. And we're pretty much ready to go here. Okay, now we can just publish, and that's it. So I'll see you on the other side. So now you know how to create an ad. you know how to set it up properly. Okay, it's going to be the same for a video, same ad copy. You want a hook, and then you want an explanation and make people feel emotional. This makes people feel emotional because you're questioning how they feel about their wives or their other half. So that's really good. And then in the video, it's just going to be it's just going to change the creative, and the creative you can create. Just before we finish this, I'm just going to say you can use Animoto if you want to make a video with images, or you can use also there's another one, Clipman, that you can use to make a video with images. Otherwise, like I said, you would go directly on Upwork, hire someone or even somebody from a Facebook group to make you a video of this product. You can buy it express shipping from your supplier, especially if it's from the US, you're going to receive it in 2 days or a week max, and then you send it to them. In a matter of week, they have the product, or you can even ship it directly to them. Okay, and in a matter of week, they have the product, and you can test. So that's why I like to test with a picture first, because obviously it's less of an investment. But here, another way to do it. I'll probably make a video in the future on how to test Facebook ads with videos. Another way people do is they steal videos from other people. I don't recommend that, okay, because obviously you can get your account banned. I mean, this is not good. If you want to do it, that's up to you, but again, that's your problem. But I don't really recommend it. So yeah, if you don't mind doing it, obviously it's going to save you time. But it's definitely not a good method, and you can't scale with this anyway because you're gonna get flagged at one point. All right, so that's it for the ad. So I'll publish the ad, and I'll see you on the other side just to talk a bit more about metrics and what could happen, and then what you should do based on the result, because that's the most important part as well. What should you do if you don't get sales, if you get more sales, if you get just a few add to carts, and so on. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. All right, so we are back in the ad manager. So here this says in draft because I didn't publish it, because this is a test ad account. But anyway, you're going to publish it. It's going to tell you that it's scheduled. Then if you go on the ads right here, it's going to tell you that it's in review. It's going to take an hour, 2 hours, sometime a bit more. And since you scheduled it for the next day, that's completely fine, and you'll be good to go. And that's it. Then you wait, and you're gonna need to wait for a full day at the very least before you start looking at the data. So 24 hours. I'm going to show you right now a picture with how do you say, kind of my blueprint to test product and scale, pretty much tell you what to do based on results. Okay, so I'm going to show you that now, and you'll get an idea on what to do and what not to do based on your results. All right, so this is my Facebook, Instagram CBO testing and scaling strategy. Okay, you can see it right here. So this is pretty much the process that I've showed you, but just simplified, and then it shows you the steps that you need to take based on the results. Okay, so here it says start here, new campaign, new products, conversion. Pretty much it says what you need to do, and you can see here it says $50, 6 ad set, because there's 2 ways of doing this. Now I simplified it in the video. I did 5 ad sets, pretty much $10 per ad set. But sometimes what I do to make Facebook work a bit more and spend the same amount of money, but to reach out to more audiences, I'm going to select 6 ad sets, and instead of doing a minimum budget of $10, I'm going to put a maximum budget of $10 per ad set. I don't know if you follow me here. Maximum budget of $10 per ad set. So then Facebook's going to choose where to spend it, but since there is 6 ad set, they're going to spend a bit everywhere, right? Again, if you only have 5 ad set, then I would go for a minimum spend of 10 because I really want them to spend on the 5 ad set. I hope it makes sense. So you're going to leave for 24, 36 hours, 48 hours if you have a good budget. Like I said, even after 24 hours, you can have a good idea of pretty much what's happening, right? So you can see here, no sale, kill the campaign, except if there is a lot of add to cart. Okay, you can see here. Or if you've done your research and are retargeting the right audience, if there are a lot of add to cart, fix the issue on website price description. If not, try another product. Okay, because again, maybe you're targeting the wrong audience. So make sure you follow every single step. Make sure you don't think the problem is the product, but maybe you're not showing it to the right people. If you show a golf product to a freaking scuba diver lover, it's not going to work, right? So it makes sense, but a lot of people make those kind of mistakes, and I mean, not that obvious, obviously, but just they don't target the right people. So one sale campaign total or a couple sales but losing money. Leave for another 12 hours, see what happens. Okay, if you get a few more sales, or as long as you're profitable, then you can go to the next step. Okay, so I'm not gonna obviously read everything because it's just it's a bit too long. But obviously it's in the video. You can pause and read it. Okay, so you can see here. You can even ask me if you want in the DM. I can send you this file. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And so this will pretty much tell you what to do and when to do it. This is very effective. Obviously, this is a framework. This is a method. It doesn't mean that you cannot try a bit longer, or spend a bit more money, or a few more days. This is just, again, a basic method just to give you a bit of structure on what to do and what not to do. Okay, that's just the way it is. And I've spent a lot of time doing this to make sure it is precise and good. And it's just that's just the best way of doing this. You can see here it says optimize winning ad sets, gender placement. When we get notification for each ad set, every time you have a successful ad set, optimize. And here, if you want to scale, it says you can increase the CBO by 20% if campaign is profitable. There's another way of scaling. Again, I think I'm going to make another video in the future. But if you want to scale with CBO, another way of doing it is to duplicate the CBO we already have. And this time, again, if you're profitable and if everything meets those criteria, okay, you will duplicate the CBO, and you're going to double the price or even triple the original price of the CBO. So let's say $50, you're going to go for $100 or $150 or even $200 if you're confident. Okay. Obviously, you're taking more risk, but then it's up to you. You can even start sometimes when I'm in a hurry and I know it's working, I go directly to 500. So again, it's up to you. It's different ways of scaling. You can do both. I didn't do it at the time because that's just not what I was doing, but now I'm doing it. So yeah, just wanted to add this quickly. So yeah, let's go back to our campaign right here. So we need to understand again, you cannot scale if you're not profitable. Okay, a lot of people make this mistake. They want to scale before they even make money. Scaling is when everything is going well. When with $50 you're profitable, you're making a profit every single day, a sizable profit, then go for it and scale. If not, keep testing, keep trying different demographic, keep trying different audiences, keep trying different ads. Okay, that's what you need to do when things are working out. I mean, working out, but you're not really making a lot of profit or you're breaking even. That's what you need to do. But aside from this, again, don't rush into scaling. Trust me, you're just going to waste your money away. You cannot scale if you're not. It's like learning how to run before learning how to walk. It's the same thing. Okay, and scaling should be easy. Okay, when you're making profit, scaling comes naturally. You increase the price, you increase the budget, you duplicate by 3 times, and it just works. Okay, there's no there's no secret to scaling that people think, oh my God, how can I scale? This is not hard, guys. What's hard is actually finding a product that works and putting everything together, the product, the offer, the website. That's what's hard. Scaling should be easy when everything is done correctly, okay? So that's what I wanted to show. So again, now you have the PDF. You can watch and see what to do and how to analyze your metrics. I'm going to show you also, I'm going to analyze a campaign just for you, like from my personal ad accounts, just to show you, how would pretty much what I'm looking for when it comes to metrics. All right, so we are now in one of my personal ad accounts. Okay, this is a product that is currently running that I've started testing for a week now. So this is, you're in luck because you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, exactly what I'm doing. And this is a product in the decor niche. Okay, and you can see here the cost per results is $23.40. I got 8 purchases, but actually this is not true. I got that around 11. It just didn't pick up every single purchase. So I'm around $19, $18 per purchase right here, which is good because I have around $30 or $35 profit margin on this product. Okay, so again, this is a test. This is like my first campaign on this product, and this is a new ad account. Okay, that I just started to I just created and started to run. This is a new campaign, and here I'm just going to show you pretty much the results. Okay, so this is on the campaign level right here. You can see the metrics, CPM, the CPC. Actually, I'm going to show you on the ad set level because I want you to see every single ad set, what they're doing. All right, so you can see here we are on the ad set level. We can see my ad sets. So here you can see I got 3 purchases here, 2 purchases, 1 purchase, $37.19, $12 per purchase, which is good. Again, this campaign was launched, as you can see here, December 13. Okay, so this is ongoing. Again, I'm not lying to you, and this is brand new. That's why I wanted to show you this campaign and not my campaign that's making me the most money, but testing campaign just to show you pretty much what to expect and which kind of results I'm getting here. This is a picture. Okay, this is a picture ad. Single picture ad for decor product. So you can see here impressions, CPM. The CPM are pretty expensive because this is obviously Christmas and everybody's advertising. But usually my CPMs average $5, $6. Here it's a bit expensive because it's Christmas, so that's okay. A lot of people will tell you, oh, if the CPM is above $10, then kill the ad. This is not true. What matters is the revenue you're making and how much profit you're making and how many sales you're getting, okay? If your CPM is at $50, okay, but you're getting 10 purchases a day, don't kill the ad, okay? The profit is king, you guys. Like, don't be stupid following numbers. This is, you're dealing with real people on the other end. That's why people don't understand when they use Facebook. They think Facebook is kind of like some kind of, like I said, magical beast, and you have to, I don't know, do certain hacks to make it work. And if you don't, then you don't make money. No, you're dealing with people. So you have to realize that, yeah, what matters is the feedback that you get from your customers. If your customers, people are purchasing and people are happy, then it doesn't matter if CPM is a bit high. Obviously, you want to decrease it, and I'll show you how to do it later. And I explain, actually, it's pretty easy, and I explain it on the PDF. It's you just need to specific and analyze your metrics, see where your purchases are coming from, so Facebook, Instagram, which placement, and so on, which country, and then you really become specific, and then you can decrease a bit the CPM and try to be a bit like to make it cheaper. Okay, so CPC, same thing. Okay, some people will tell you if it's above $1, kill it. No, not true. Again, same principle apply. What matters is profit. Here, usually, obviously, yes, I do prefer to have a CPC that is under $1, but again, this is Christmas, and here I'm profitable so far. And yeah, and this is 1.36, 1.69. That's okay. I leave it the way it is. CTR link click. Okay, that's what you want to have a look. This is pretty much the percentage of people that click, that's seen your ad, and the percentage of people that clicked your ad. So you can see here, I don't even have 1% except this ad right here. Okay, a lot of people will tell you, oh, if you have 100%, it means the ad people don't like the product. No, it means that first, it probably saturated. People see a lot of different ads. Also, if it's not a video, usually CTR link click is usually lower when it's not a video. And you might think, oh, so let's have a video, it's going to be higher and I'm going to get more sales. Not necessarily, because for those pictures, like I said, for a picture that doesn't need explanation, a product that doesn't need explanation, this works well. You can see the CTR is it's not amazing, but I'm still getting better result than I'm sure most people in the dropshipping groups trying Facebook, okay? And so that's the goal, okay? Obviously, I'm going to try to increase this. I'm going to try to try different ads and so on. This is my first ad for this product, just saying, okay? This is my first ad that I've launched, okay? So again, that's the example I wanted to show you. That's pretty much what I've showed you and how I do it. One picture ad, and that's it. That's the results I'm getting, and I'm getting sales and profit, okay? Then I'm starting now, I'm going to skim down, try different things, trying different angles, trying different images, trying everything. But now it's only uphill from here, okay? So now you get the idea, okay? Obviously, you want to also have a look at website purchases. I mean, sorry, yeah, that we saw there earlier, but add to cart, okay? So you can see we have a good amount of add to cart everywhere, so it means obviously there is interest. That's a good sign. If you have a lot of add to cart or a good amount of 2, 3 and you have no purchases, again, don't kill the ad, because it might mean that there's potential here. So now I showed you, like, here I have performance plus ATC. As you can see here, this is performance and clicks, and then I clicked on customize columns. I'm not going to show it here because I've shown it so many times. Customize columns, and you're going to see a lot of different options that you can add to your metrics, and I added add to cart. You can click and initiate checkout, okay? And that's it, you guys, okay? That's the way it works. So now I'm going to show you something different now. I'm going to show you how to analyze where the sales are coming from and so on, and how to make changes based on that, okay? So you're going to click here. You're going to click on buy delivery. And here you can pretty much analyze each ad set based on age and gender, business location, country, region, and so on. What I like to go for is usually age, gender, obviously if you not targeting one gender, or you can go for age and gender, obviously. Country, I like to go for country, and platform, and also placement, and platform and device, okay? I like to look at all of them, and then it's not rocket science. You analyze the data. We're gonna do it together and see pretty much who's purchasing and where I can actually save money. All right, so right now I've selected platform, okay, because I'm running this ad on both Facebook and Instagram, and you can see the result. That's the same campaign that I've just been showing you guys. So you can see I got 2 sales on Facebook here, 3 sales on Instagram here, 1 on Facebook, 1 on Instagram, here 1 on Instagram. So you can see I got some good results on Facebook, but you can see that in general, Instagram is actually cheaper. I get cheaper sales on Instagram. So it might be worth it to try this product just on Instagram and remove Facebook. You're gonna tell me, yeah, but this ad set right here, you got 2 sales on Facebook and you got no sales on Instagram. Yeah, that's right. So then this one you might test it with just Facebook then, and maybe you can create a new campaign with ABO this time, not CBO, if you want to try just this ad set, or if you're ready to scale because you're getting good results, because this is actually pretty good. I could scale, but like with $100, because I'm not 100% sure, because it's still pretty new, and I'm gonna go for just Instagram, just Facebook for this ad set. on a new campaign. Obviously, you want to have, when you scale, you want to have at least 3 or 4 ad sets on a CBO. Okay, you would select the best CBOs, the best ad set in your testing CBOs, and then you will go for your scaling CBOs, and you're going to select those both and those ad set and duplicate the budget and launch them in a new CBO with a bigger budget. That's the way I do it. Okay, so like I said, you could go maybe a CBO with just Facebook as a placement with the ad set that are doing well on Facebook, and maybe another CBO which is the ad set that are doing well on Instagram. You know, that's one way of doing it. Again, you have to stay open-minded, respect obviously the framework and how things work, but that's pretty straightforward. As you can see here, we can see that, for example, in this ad right here, I spent $25 on Facebook, and for like a reach was huge, and I got 0 purchase. And Instagram, it showed you just half the people, and it still got me a sale for $11.89. Obviously, you want to get more data because this is pretty new. Okay, I like to have at least 50 purchases or something before you can really make a decision. But you can already see some patterns here. Okay, so this could help you test as well. So like I said, you're going to continue this. You're going to watch read the PDF that I showed you earlier, and then based on the best performing ad set, then you create CBOs based on them, and you can scale hard with those CBOs. Then if the CBO is doing well, then you keep it. If the scaling CBO is not doing well, meaning you're not profitable, usually I don't like to kill ad set inside a CBO, because the thing is, ad sets inside of a CBO tends to work together, and one ad set is showing an ad to someone. They're not going to buy from that ad, but then they might buy from the second ad because they saw the first ad. If it makes sense, right? If it makes sense. So that's why I like to keep everything together, except when one is really underperforming after a long amount of time. When I say a long amount of time, I'm talking about a month or 2 months. When I see that one ad set is really not doing well, then I kill it. Okay, but not right away, because you'd be surprised. Sometimes I was about to kill an ad set because it had one purchase, $90 per purchase something, and all the other ad set were doing extremely well. And then right off the bat, it just turned, and the ad set that was doing bad actually was the ad set that was doing the better, because the audience are big here. Like, we're dealing with 6-10 million audiences, so you might have a back pocket in the audience, and also the ad is optimizing, the campaign is optimizing. So that's why leave it for months before, except if obviously you're losing money on the whole campaign. But if you're making money with the campaign, you just have one ad set that is not doing really well, leave it. Okay, it's okay, leave it for a while, because it might kill your campaign if you touch it. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it when it comes to cold traffic and analyzing ads. Like I said, it's the same principle for everything. I'm not going to show you more things, because again, that's just pretty straightforward. Like I said, it's good to have at least 1 month of data before you make a decision, and yeah, that before you make big decisions like this. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Like I said, for cold traffic. For retargeting, I've explained this in my my $12 course. Okay, you can have a look, because I'm not going to make a video on this because this is pretty basic. You just need to create an audience and so on the audience builder right here, and business tools, and then you create an ad set. Usually I like ABO for retargeting, but you can also do CBO. Actually, I explained this on the course, so I'm not going to remake a video on this. But this is pretty much all when it comes to Facebook advertising, and there's everything you need here to test a product successfully. Now, that being said, if you need more information, if you think I missed something, or if you want more information about a specific topic, please let me know in the video. Leave a comment on YouTube, in the YouTube comments, or in Facebook, on my Facebook group, and I'll be more than happy to make another video and explain everything. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.